All right, guys, by now everybody should at least have a really good understanding of callback, but we're going to take a little bit further just to kind of give you guys a really good understanding of how things work. Let's say we have a function and we're going to name this function something very basic for everybody to see. I'm going to say greet everyone, something like that, and we just gonna call this function. When we call this function, we're gonna be expecting a couple arguments when we call it. For example, I'm gonna say the first argument we're gonna pass it is gonna be the name. Now we can start setting some sort of params. We're gonna set 3 params: A, B, and C. Now my goal is I want both of these params to be a callback. So let's actually target them here. We have the first argument for the first param, which A is going to be equal to the name, whatever name that we type down here. And let's go ahead and set our two other params. Pass it as value, so some value from the argument. We have something like this. This is the second value of the second param. We're gonna have another callback, and this callback is actually equal to the third value of the third third param. So we end up having 2 callback, and we're gonna use these 2 callback. In our case, we got B and C other callback, so we're gonna use B. We execute that callback here, and we execute C like this. And now we're just gonna clearly make our callback goes to the next line for every single person to visually see what we're working with. It's nothing, we just send them to the next line. That's all we're doing. All right, cool. We end up having something like this. Now, what can we do with a callback like that? You'll see it in different cases, but the bottom line is just be mindful. You can pass as many callback as you want as argument. So far we have 2, but you can pass as many as you want. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna have something called greeting, and I'm gonna say welcome, and after the welcome I'm gonna say plus. Oops, actually I'm gonna say plus here, and plus A. I'm gonna say, all right, whatever the name. Oops, am I doing something wrong? I think I'm definitely missing something here. It's actually a semicolon. All right, there you go. So I'm gonna say welcome with whatever the value of A is. In our case, the value of that first A parameter is equal to whatever name that you pass. So we technically saying welcome, Sterling, Axime, and so on and stuff like that. After we greet them, we're gonna pass that greeting down every single our callback like this. And the goal behind this is we want this code to be outputting, hey, welcome Sterling, Axime by B and by C. So that's what we are looking for to do, just to visually show you guys how to callback works when you're using this code. Anyhow, long story short is these 2 value now, aka argument, or being passed down the callback, which means every single callback needs to have a param. So I'm gonna call this one just value for now, and the second param too as well. And here I'm gonna just say console log that value, and I can add a message right after the value by B, and I'm gonna copy the same thing and do it by the second callback, and this time I'm gonna say by C. So when we run this code, we should see something: welcome Sterling by B, welcome Sterling by C. Now this code might sound confusing to you guys, but the goal behind this is just wanted to show you that you can pass as many callback as you want as argument, as long as you are being handle them properly, or aka you are executing properly within the main function.